Nama, Arya, Avalokite Shauraya, Bodhisattvaya, Mahasattvaya, Mahakarunikaya, Teatha, Om, Dara Dara, Diri Diri, Duru Duru, Ete Wete, Tsale Tsale, Partsale Partsale, Kusume Kusumewari, Ilimili, Siti Zala, Mapanai Soha, Om, Mani Petme Hung, Om Mani Petme Hung, Om Mani Petme Hung. Yes, that's big healing. Now, yeah. Yeah, I forgot now. For immeasurable, before we do take refuge, what's that? Take or
Go for refuge.
Look or search refuge. Search, maybe Alex version says search. Search or something says search, perfect protection.
Search for perfect protection.
Yeah, protection. We need something protection. Otherwise, we all who cheating, we don't know. Yeah, that is this life, next life, all living being need good protection. Children said protection, mama. You know, otherwise children is very, very poor. Then mama protect, yeah. That is so kind. Every living being. Anyway, similar. And what's say? I think everybody know new people. I don't need explanation. You know, Nirmanakaya.
Yeah.
Nirmanakaya Buddha need lot talking, lot different vehicle, different student, different capacity, you know, and then some Bugakaya Buddha is his student all Arya Bodhisattva. 1 bhumi, 2 bhumi, 3 bhumi, 10 bhumi. Don't need much talking because they already know.
Right.
Just a little bit tell everything understanding.
Yep.
Because Nirmanakaya, too much talking. Dhammakaya silent. Dhammakaya silent. Some Bugakaya little bit talking, little bit. If see, then understanding. Because they are directly realize it, emptiness. And they realize it, ultimately true. And conventional bodhicitta, ultimate bodhicitta, level is high. Then tell is silly. Don't need it. We can't teach teacher.
Right.
Because teacher know everything. Then he boring maybe. Yeah, that a little bit makes sense.
It does make sense.
Because you are the all listen. No, but if new people come, then take time. Yeah, no, Buddha Dhamma Sangha, that is like we do the different language because next life, many language we can learn, not one language, but 7 7,020, they say, Abhidhamma Kosha say. The whole world have 720, they say, Abhidhamma say. I don't know today. More, I think.
Maybe.
More. 720. Oh, Buddham,
Buddham,
Sharanam,
Sharanam,
Gachami.
Gachami,
Dhammam,
Dhammam,
Sharanam,
Sharanam,
Gachami.
Gachami,
Sangam,
Sangam,
Sharanam,
Sharanam,
Gachami.
Gachami.
That is Pali language. Very holy. Now we try scholar language, Sanskrit. Buddha using 46 different language, important 4 language they teach. Pali, Sanskrit, others how to tell, I don't know. Now that Namo Buddhaya,
Namo Buddhaya,
Namo Dhammaya,
Namo Dhammaya,
Nama Sangaya,
Nama Sangaya.
that's Sanskrit.
Mhm.
Now we do English. We go to refuge Buddha.
We go for refuge to the Buddha.
We go refuge to Dharma.
We go for refuge to the Dharma.
We go refuge to the Sangha.
We go for refuge to the Sangha.
It's okay sentence.
Good sentence.
Now I think then other language is good enough.
Come on, let's do French.
I think French, German, and
Italian.
German say suplu. Suplu. Yeah, suplu. Suplu means refuge. Suplu. And I know many Dhamma. Passion means gidul. Gidul. And purification means Ranigong. Ranigong. You know German. Ranigong. Ranigong practice.
Yeah.
Means purification practice. Gidul means passion. I thought now German language forgot.
Yeah.
If go Germany,
Yeah.
then
It comes back.
coming.
Yeah.
2-3 times tell coming. Yeah, but now too old, can't learn much. Yeah. Then we follow Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. We follow holy Buddha, holy scripture, holy example. Then what you doing? What we do? And then we need practicing. We intentionally killing, give up, stealing, give up, sexual conduct, give up, lying, give up, cheating, give up, surrender, give up, harming mind, hashy talk, cheating, talking, all give up. Also give up covetousness. English says
Covetousness.
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 Yeah.
Covetousness.
Grasping.
Grasping, yeah.
Covetousness.
Yeah, Royal, he is Cambridge professor. His English, I don't understand it. He said covetousness.
Covetousness.
I don't know if that's a word.
That is something grasping or attachment.
I know the derivation.
Covetousness and harming mind
Yeah.
and wrong view.
Covetousness.
Give up.
Yep.
We intentionally don't kill, don't kill. Also say try correct view, correct behavior, correct speech, correct, speech, correct morality, correct effort, correct concentration, correct,
Right.
yeah, everything correct. Try correct. That is Shakyamuni Buddha, his first telling for number two, and then what you do, then you do correct, eight correct telling.
Right.
Include 10 negative karma. 10 negative karma give up. That is before Buddha, that Mahabharata they're telling. You know, Hindu or Ram, Mahabharata, Hanuman or many talking. They're already telling killing give up, stealing give up. That before Buddha they have this topic. Buddha telling give up wrong view, wrong behavior, wrong speech, wrong give up, add right take up, like that. That is Buddha's, but to include the 10 coming. Yeah, that, oh yeah, something Garland.
Garland?
I don't know my English, something. Oh, yes, then, go refuge. Yeah, every morning can do prostration, holy being, 10 direction, then take refuge, then take bow. Yeah, bow like that. I do correct. I give up wrong. That is a bow. That's good, that's beneficial. How many hours you choice? Up to you. How many hours correct doing or then you doing wrong? Oh yeah. Now, yeah, we make good motivation, good wish, or good prayer. Look like that for immeasurable compassion, immeasurable loving kindness, immeasurable joy, immeasurable equanimity view. That is very cheap practice, not so hard. That is immeasurable compassion, like limitless suffering being existing at the moment. Limitless, the hell, hungry ghosts, and the demigod, and spirit and human, and also some desire realm god, goddess. They have suffering of suffering. That suffering of suffering, hell, human, all have. That focus, who have suffering of suffering, limitless, immeasurable, existing, then we make very strong wish. If I have choice, I wanted them suffering being all free from suffering, free from ignorant, free from deluded, and all suffering being quickly free from suffering. And also it causes dispel. Dispels misery. Yeah. May also prayer, may all suffering being free from suffering. Also, I wish quickly free from suffering, being free from suffering. Yeah. Also make how good it would be if suffering beings all free from suffering. You know, how wonderful if suffering being free from immediately suffering is good or bad. Good, yeah, wonderful. We want it, 100% agree. Yeah, that makes prayer and something enthusiasm, or I don't know, what's that, enthusiasm, no?
Enthusiasm, yeah.
Oh, strong wish, positive wish. Yeah, meditate that. That is prayer meditation. With prayer meditation, you know, wish meditation, mind training. Now, immeasurable loving kindness. Loving kindness, similar of suffering being, no suffering, of course, but also especially they're focusing unhappy being, happy less being, something missing, babies missing mom, and mom sick and mom don't find what say hospital or doctor, and that existing, human. Also, they have no money and they have no food. So many, we counting.
So many problems.
Yeah, they have animal, human, yeah, demigod, spirit. They're very poor spirit, they say. Some spirit very powerful, some spirit big service, too much service. Yeah, we invisible. Yeah. Anyway, that weather problem, sickness problem, and medicine, and so many, something missing, but something needed things missing, needed things missing. Many being, limitless being, something needed, but don't find. That all living being, we wish may all they have whatever they need, immediately have needed things, and or happy, immediately get happy, unhappy being get happy, and its causes. Yeah, that is how wonderful if they immediately get happy. Oh yes. Now immeasurable joy, that object quite nice. Everywhere, so many happy beings, young people, healthy people, or God, or goddess, and animal, or so many happy being. Samsara happy being existing, you know. We can't focus Buddha, Bodhisattva. They are happy, never losing. But with samsara, have some happy being. That is unstable, immediately changing. You know, that living happy being, limitless happy being, then we make may all I wish they are happy is never ever separate, never ever losing, and never ever deluded. Happy can't. Happy is okay, but then they deluded. They are stupid, and stupid people have happy, then deluded.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that is, we wish not deluded, stupid, happy being.
We want smart, happy beings.
Yeah,
Not stupid.
yeah, meditate. That is, yeah, that is immeasurable joy. How wonderful. Whoever have happy, that is like my son, my daughter, my father, mother. Yeah. Oh, even enemy have happy. Oh, wonderful. That is necessary. You know, that is more difficult. This motivation impossible, but that need. Dharma side, this need. Yeah. Basically, we are ignorant, but we are our family.
Mhm.
Yeah, immeasurable equanimity, that is object looks like extreme stupid, stubborn people. Also, yeah, animal, God is more worst human and demigod, and they're more worst. Very extreme goddess. But animals, not that much. They have no philosophy, no much polity. Animals have no polity. Oh, a little bit.
Yeah.
Chicken polity and
Yeah.
something.
They have a little
Pecking order
politics.
for sure, yeah.
But human have lot polity. Oh, demigod, God, lot polity.
Yeah.
Extreme.
Mhm.
You know, that being is not enough open mind, not enough wisdom, and good heart, not enough. That being, we wish immediately they get clever and wisdom, their understanding perfect and quickly understanding situation, and they not follow foolish way, always scholar way, not not foolish.
Mhm.
We usually doing foolish argue, foolish worry,
Mhm.
that we they are all extreme beings uh, became correct understanding, uh, follow scholar way, not deluded foolish logic. Yeah, and they became economic view, they became peace. Yeah. Oh yes, that is immeasurable economity view. Oh, typical samsara changing. You know, Kalima, she wanted to destroy samsara, but she can't. She can't. Kalima in Kalikata. That Kalima motivation wanted this. Lama Drupakule say, emptiness view destroy samsara. His tea offering, you know, I offer to Telopa, please destroy in samsara. He said, I offer to Naropa, and please, I become all Tantra's perfect understanding. He said, he's very, very strange. He said, oh yeah, he's offering first Bajadara Padamada, and please make samsara destroy. Soon destroy. I think maybe people put jelly. His talking is very funny. Shodo doji chanchoncho. Kamsum kwatong bar chinjalo. Shodo telo shezangcho. That's enough now. Yeah. So emptiness view destroys samsara. That is important Buddha Shakyamuni teaching. Huh? That's okay?
I hear it like right off.
Yeah. How to talk now? I don't know. Yes, now our topic continually. I have a rabbit house, one small room. They have many texts. I have 9 chapter Bodhisattva Chaya Avatara. Mipam, very popular. Mipam commentary, only 9 chapter. Lama Tsongkhapa have only 9 chapter commentary, but it's no book, nobody is selling. It's I think interesting that Mipam is good. Mipam is Nyingma. At the moment, I have 1 Gilu commentary, 1 Kaju commentary. Yeah, very sharp. Yeah, sometimes Gilu better, sometimes Kaju better. But for me, no important Gilu, no important Kaju, no important Nyingma. For me, important sharp and you know, also really who telling delusion antidote, perfect understanding ball. Yeah, that's important. All very kind. We respect. We respect every master. This Buddhist master, this Tibetan or this Mayan master say everything. Not true, not true. They're telling same. You know, all masters, but different telling, you know. That interesting. Only one boring. I think, yeah. Yeah, but I can't tell very clear my language. Yeah, everything look like science similar, you know. Everything every master using momentary, moment past and future and present, also subtle past future, subtle.
Mm-hmm.
Then reality disappear. Whatever we see, we saw that is all not true, like Sutara. Whatever we see, that is empty, zero. Whole logically, scientifically, quantum physically, momentarily check, nothing there. But see why my eye and my habit, my karmic imprints, and then have different habits, different attachment, different angry, different, different philosophy, different, yeah. But if really check, follow reality, whatever you see, that is all logically check. Tsongkhapa say, no inherently, no 100%, nothing there, just labeling 100%. What say? Mere
Mere.
what's that? I forgot.
Merely labeled.
Mere or what say? Nominating.
Merely
Nominal. Merely nominally existent.
Mere nominal.
existing.
Yeah. Just terminology.
Right.
Just name. But it's believe difficult, but I think science quite coming together. But Samdong Rinpoche says science is believer. Very, very old style. Science is believer. Samdong Rinpoche said, because they're not checking. Long ago, one beer man or something said, something, quotation, they are not checking. Because they are more believer. Science people is more believer than us. Well, it makes sense.
No.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. But Samdong Rinpoche say science people not checking.
They use more faith than religious people. Because some old scientist said something's true, everybody just believes. They don't check.
Oh, yeah.
So science is more faith-based than religion.
Oh, interesting.
You know Carl
No.
Sagan?
Samdong Rinpoche also logical. Because Buddhists also, Nagarjuna say blah, blah, blah. Tsongkhapa say blah, blah, blah. And somebody say, Longchenpa say blah, blah. Nyingmapa say, Kagyupa say blah, blah, blah. But you are not checking. That is, you are no science.
The Buddha says
You must check.
Right.
He
Yeah.
means
Right.
you must check. But Longchenpa say blah, blah, blah. Nagarjuna say blah, blah, blah. We believe Nagarjuna, we believe something. That is believer.
Yeah.
You must check yourself, check.
Not just believe, but check.
Something means like that. Science says something, one man, 100 years ago, one man. This is very great science man. He said blah, blah, blah. He said eating meat good. But some things, quotation, he not checking.
Right.
That meaning.
Well, I
You
disagree.
go
I think
that-
science does check over time. Science is always evolving. and
Must
they're not
check.
looking for.
Don't follow quotation.
Yeah.
I don't
That-
think science does that. I think science evolves and changes.
I don't know.
I mean, I kind of disagree with that premise.
But some Rinpoche together, you debate.
Well, I'm just looking at what I see, the evidence of how science works. Science is always
some
changing.
have logic, lot.
Yeah.
We
Maybe
know
back in the day.
no wins.
Maybe back in the
It's,
day, yeah, I don't know.
also
I just haven't seen
politica,
that.
also
Yeah.
Dharma, all.
I agree.
Huh?
I agree. I think we learn just assume.
I think science is always changing. Science is looking at new theories and and destroying old theories all the time.
But I don't think we're talking about, who are we talking about when you say science? some
I
nebulous individual, or
I
are you
thought he was
talking?
talking about Western
But are you
science in
talking
general.
about yourself? Are you talking about how do we believe reality exists? Do we take it for granted? We learn it in school and then have faith that that's true.
Oh, that,
do we-
if you're talking about that, yeah,
do we
that's a
check
different,
our? Do we check
maybe
ourselves?
maybe it's the term science.
Yeah.
Because I hear the term science and I think of, you know,
Western science.
Western science and
Yeah.
scientists.
Yeah, sometimes have reason. Holiness love science.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah, different view.
Yeah. Yeah, he likes it a lot.
Oh yeah, but they have some reason. Holiness like science, they have big logic. Sometimes don't like logic, science, criticize. He have some reason. That we must to look,
To look at more closely, yeah.
but they don't telling foolish talking.
Right. Yeah, some
Foolish talking, we telling.
Well, I certainly don't know.
We are foolish. Also, sometimes Bhutan people like intentionally doing silly.
silly. Yeah, right?
You know, yesterday
In the
this
video.
dancing,
Yes.
they make silly.
Yeah, they do.
Also, sometimes pretend dead.
Ah,
Too angry. Some they
they
make
just
dead.
pretend they're deaf and walk away.
Pretend dead
That they don't
man.
hear.
Oh,
Mhm,
can't-
mhm.
he heard what?
He doesn't, he pretends he doesn't hear.
That's a tactic.
Yeah. That's also logic. Joke logic. Shashamuni Buddha examination, 18 India cultural logic, on joke logic.
One joke.
Anyway, that we topic is very good. That I said, 9th chapter. Many I read most Shantideva debate non-Buddhist together. Non-Buddhist together.
Geshe
Yeah,
Buddha
yeah.
gave 84,000 teachings.
Oh, that's Baba Shika say.
Okay. Baba Shika say 84,000 teachings.
Yes.
How many Buddha teachings are wrong?
Wrong.
Yeah.
How many would be wrong? He's asking how many of those teachings were wrong?
Yeah, that you mean
Incorrect.
if Tantra say you must lying. Tantra say you must lying.
That's wrong.
That means everything lying. Because if we say everything empty, that also lying. Some people say that is not true. Some people say true, you know. Everything inherently existing, also lying. Everything inherently no existing, also lying. But if you tell everything lying, everything wrong, but it depends. For him, right. For him, true.
Right.
You know, Hag Sutara, yeah, big lying.
They're all right.
I sent my YouTube.
Yeah.
One Tibetan woman, Kishela, you cheating how much people? With Tibetan people up to now, Lama's cheating now. You how cheating yellow hair people? She's criticized me. Yellow hair people, but Westerner, because she listen selflessness view. She said Buddhists make Tibetan losing. her view like that.
Mhm.
We don't need religion, they say. I told her, without religion, then 200 rupee and each other killing. You know, fighting.
Right.
Only small things, immediately
Oh yeah,
people
over.
killing.
Yeah, they kill for over.
If have religion, karma, God or something telling, no doing that. Conduct much better.
Mhm.
Without religion, conduct very bad. Then human is more intelligent. Then peace losing. Anyway, today I think that we now, this 9th chapter, looking root of samsara, how arising delusion, which one delusion we recognize delusion, how arising delusion, a special pasandika, particular explanation delusion, that muy important, muy important. Pasandika delusion explanation, or Sotandika, Baba Shika, they're also telling delusion, and non-Buddhists also telling delusion, science also recognize delusion. That is Pasandika recognized more higher. You understanding my English?
Oh, it's
You
good.
know,
We understand.
for example, non-Buddhists or some, they say attachment is no fault. Attachment is quality. Anger is no fault. Anger is we need. Anger is quality. Ignorance also quality. They have philosophy. Interesting. Shiva Tantra, Vishnu Tantra, Burma Tantra, or philosophy.
Support that.
Yeah, interesting. Shiva important sexual, and that telling how to sex, how to doing, how important, how become Latin. But look like Jaka Sambara. We have Buddhist say Anuyogatara. Jaka Sambara similar. But deep meaning, not foolish talking. Anyway, that our topic also impossible. What's say? Object of renunciation. Understanding?
Yep.
Object of renunciation. Which one? Must recognize. Remind it, Pasandika Madhamika according. Remind it, or what's that? Finger point, or Pasandika Madhamika philosophy say that is object of renunciation. That is object of renunciation. That Sotandika Babashika, different telling. But object of renunciation, okay.
Refutation.
What's
I
that?
don't know, but many times they say object of refutation.
Refutation.
Refuge.
Also, what is to be abandoned?
Yeah, object to be refuted.
That's better. Yeah. What is to be abandoned one? Which one? Yeah, we must pick up on.
Refuted. Yeah.
Not outside, pick up upon. That is then 80,000 abandoned. What is to be abandoned? 40. What's 80,000? 80,000 abandoned here,
lessons a day.
but more.
Yeah.
I think this not enough. More. If easily go root is 6 root of delusion, 6 root of sin. Also easily do 2 view delusion, non-view delusion.
What is it?
View.
View
View.
delusion.
View delusion,
Non-view
non-view delusion. For example, attachment and anger, that is a non-view delusion, non-view. But till debate, they need view or they don't need view. That is then possible give up or what's unable enemies, unbeatable enemy
Unbeatable.
and unbeatable enemy. Enemy means like delusion. Unbeatable.
Unbeatable enemies.
Yeah, you understanding?
Yeah.
Unbeatable. You can't.
Unbeatable.
Be
E.
unable.
Yeah.
Be unable or able.
If the word is unbeatable,
Unbeatable enemies, meaning
you can't.
you cannot win.
You cannot
Yes.
conquer them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unbeatable.
We cannot win or we win. Delusion together, we fighting. We recognize all sufferings come from delusion. We identify delusion. We understanding delusion. Pasandika, according we understanding delusions, it's unbeatable or beatable.
Is the delusion beatable or unbeatable?
Yeah.
Right.
Unbeatable or beatable. That checking. That must check.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that topic.
Mhm.
That topic not easy, logically beatable. Some say, some non-Buddhists say unbeatable. And delusion unbeatable. My unbeatable. We have big habit. If you give up my, how do you going? How do you eat? Nothing. And you need my. Non-Buddhist say. But Buddhists say, Buddha philosophy, selflessness. What say? No I, no my. Even I'm arhat, still wrong. I am realize it directly emptiness. They have I, no okay. No okay, then wrong.
But I is just a label.
I realize it directly emptiness, then wrong. Can't, if really realize it, nobody say.
Nobody says I realize that.
If you have I,
Yeah.
Trijang Rinpoche teaching, I remember 30 people and 30 I, my, and 30 problems
Right.
already.
Already. Yep.
If
30 different
no
things.
I, no problem. If reality, no I. Scientifically check, I is completely opinion. But Tsongkhapa say mere, what's say, nominal
Non-existence. Merely nominally existing.
existing.
Yeah. Merely nominally existing.
Mere nominal
Existing.
I existing how to existing, mere nominal existing. That I don't know.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah, in
Only
name
by a
only,
label.
how you
I don't
live.
know, but I'm not confident.
Oh,
Mere nominal, my terminology, always forget. Also, not. I'm very lazy. Never learn English. Just make a mask or something. Oh, oh. Oh, take time. We need a lot of time. Yeah, you understand.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we understand.
Because then I is, yeah, I, my, that is, you know, how look like I, that is a non-Buddhist say, I is permanent.
mhm.
I is partless. Partless? No,
Yes, unitary.
no
parts.
part.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No
no
part.
part.
Partless.
Partless.
I is lonely. No two, only one.
Unitary.
Huh?
Unitary. One.
Yeah, one.
One.
No two.
Mhm.
What's that? Chikpuwa. Means I is lonely. I is
Alone. Single.
alone.
Alone.
I is permanent. I is partless. That is I, but body is permanent, impermanent. Body is impermanent. Body
Oh.
is
Many parts.
have
Many
part,
parts. I see.
part, many part. You know,
Mhm.
I is partless.
I is
Who
partless.
says this?
Huh?
Which school? Who says
Who
this?
says I is partless?
That is Shiva philosophy. Yeah, many detailing, not only Shiva philosophy.
Other people.
Yeah, Shiva philosophy say, look like clay pot we hang on the house. Then they have birds come. Birds make net.
Nest.
Nest.
Yep.
Then mouse come. This sting
Yeah.
cut and clay pot fell down
Oh,
and bird run away.
Yeah.
And clay pot looks like body. Bird looks like self,
Ah, interesting.
ego. What's
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
mhm.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
Stuff.
that is bird looks like self and nest look like body.
Body, I see. Right.
Body is have part,
Right.
but self is no part. Self existing, they say, but self existing, but that Buddhist philosophy say that is only intellectual self. Intellectual people,
Intellectual.
yeah, they recognize that self.
Okay.
But root of samsara, clinging
Two self.
ego, what's say?
Yeah, clinging ego. That makes sense.
What's say? Mere nominal by thought. Oh no. What's that? Ego grasping ignorance of I and mine. The root of causes of samsara, and that the root of causes of samsara, not only professors telling. Root of samsara, deer, insect, everybody inside have root of samsara. If philosophy say self is permanent, self is partless, self is lonely, that is not root of samsara. Nobody know. Deer don't know that. Chickens also don't know. Chickens know I, my, that know they. They also their no terminology. They're scared. Why scared? They run away. But they think I'm die. I'm
Right, right. Here.
something have there.
Right.
No, that is the root of samsara.
Yeah, they're grasping.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is no existing. Pasantika Madhamika say no existing. All logically check. That is completely nominal, imputed by thought. Ooh, then Buddhist is crazy.
Yeah. Buddhist is crazy.
I don't think they quite said that.
Huh? But you must, we must to know root of samsara. Yeah, root of samsara. Yeah,
So root of samsara,
we
Yes.
must to identify.
okay. Root of samsara
Yeah,
is attachment, ego, and not understanding I or self.
yeah, that all comes from fundamental ignorance,
Ignorance.
first ignorance.
Okay.
The first ignorance.
First ignorance, that is the root of samsara.
Is there more than one ignorance?
That also, yeah,
I make it something.
that is a really important topic,
Yeah.
but difficult understanding. Buddha telling that even pasandika, finger point, or recognize, that more difficult. But that we must do, that is what we doing, that is we thinking, that is analytical meditation already. Analytical meditation, concentration meditation, different. Analytical meditation is wisdom, sapiduriya. Yeah, concentration is not checking. If check, then wrong concentration. Concentration not allowed to check. Wisdom must check. Yeah. That never finish. Never finish. I don't know. Yes. Non-Buddhists how to believe that also imputedly existing person. That is Gilupa. Imputedly existing person. That is Tsongkhapa using. But till Tsongkhapa deep, he says completely nothing scientifically, momentary logic. But existing, how existing, imputedly, what's that? Man, nominal, what's that? Man, nominal, by thought, what's that?
Man, nominal.
No,
Here,
Nearly.
yeah, 100% no over there, but 100% by thought. 100% by thought. It's difficult belief, but 100% no existing scientifically. But Sotantika say 50% over there, 50% by thought, and 100% you believe that is wrong. 100% no beautiful girl. 100% no worse enemy. 100% no over there. This is not 100% there. 50 we labeling. 50 is existing. That is a Swatantika. Swatantika say our eye, five senses have no, what's say, truly existing, can't see. Pasantika say everything we five senses can see truly existing, see, appear. But Swatantika say no. I is no delusion. But yeah, that is the main point, something coming there, different explanation. Very important. Swatantika say, whatever we see, that is true. That is true, truly, inherently existing. All phenomena inherently existing, but truly no existing, they say. But Pasantika say, truly existing, inherently existing, same. Swatantika say, different. You understand it?
Are you talking about Svatantrika Majjhimika or Sautantrika?
Swatantika say, Swatantika, Pasantika,
Lower
true.
Lower school Sautantrika?
Huh?
Lower school Sautantrika?
Yeah. Baba Shika, Baba Veka.
Okay.
Master Baba Veka, Master, what's Shantarachita, Tibetan Master Kamalashila. There is no Kamala Haras.
I was waiting for that one.
Change your last name.
There are Swatantika Madhamika. But
Okay.
Shantakiti, Shanti Deva, they are Pasantika Madhamika.
Okay, just to clarify.
Different.
We're talking about Majjhimika.
You understand
Understood,
it.
yeah.
Different telling. Because five senses, true or not true, they're different explanation. But that basic we need, basic philosophy study.
We do.
Yeah. Now, what I telling, our topic at the moment, I, my, my, Lama Tsongkhapa say, imputably existing person. And Lama Tsongkhapa say, nominal imputed by thought person. That is typically understanding what you think I existing or not existing. That check. You must do science. But other science people say, blah, blah. That is, then you are believer. Sometimes Rinpoche say.
That makes sense.
You are must.
Check for yourself, yeah.
Right.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yourself, what do you think? I existing or no existing? I think Pasantika, this answer, no existing. I think that coming. And other Buddhist philosophies say substantially existing self. No existing, substantially existing self, no existing, but self-existing, they say. Self-existing.
Essentially, there's a substance of the self.
Right.
Yeah, substance still not
Substantially,
existing, substantially. That also that need significant. That substantially existing self or imputedly existing self, which one Buddhist, and substantially existing self, that who accept, that is non-Buddhist accept. Baba Shika some accept, and imputedly existing self, that is Buddhist accept.
Everything is imputed.
Huh?
Everything is imputed.
Computer.
No, everything is imputed.
Oh yeah, yeah. Everything computer.
No,
That is pretend Bhutan dead. Yeah, everything make computer make. Today, nowadays.
No, that's right. Computer makes lots of.
Yeah. That is you little bit understanding. That how we deal with it, yeah. That 15 chapter, chapter 15. Yeah. Anyway, the Chandrakirti, his commentary, Chandrakirti. Chandrakirti is Pasantika, very, very important master. Pasantika, he found out, or he telling Pasantika. Also, Buddha Palita and Chandrakirti is Pasantika's important master. And then later, Shanti Deva and that. Anyway, he make Ayat Deva's 400 verses commentary, and they say self, chapter 15, they say self, what looks like self means oh no. Completely yeah. Self no existing, which no existing, which self no existing, that coming, 400 is a commentary. And now again problem, language. Language, where is language? No language. You know, abundant. Sorry, that makes problem. Oh, yeah. I think you tell better. I think.
Oh, you want to? You could just turn the computer around and talk to the
Yeah.
computer if that works for you.
And people can see you and pick up the. Why don't we just switch?
I think
How about
I
the top
don't
maybe? I
find
don't know.
terminology.
Exit. How does that happen? And where are we? Why can't we go here?
You were right here. Oh, here,
Yeah.
maybe do gallery view. There you go. And that's us right here.
Okay, all right.
Can you hear me okay? I hope. Geshe did the preliminaries, and one thing he mentioned is that the Nirmanakaya form of the Buddha has to do a lot of teaching and a lot of talking, because the Nirmanakaya form of the Buddha has to teach to so many different kinds of people, kinds of beings with different capacities. That requires a lot of different talking. But the Sambhogakaya form of the Buddha, all the only beings that can see the Sambhogakaya form of the Buddha are Arya Bodhisattvas, first Bhumi, second Bhumi, etc. So not much talking in those teachings, because you can't teach the teacher. So very little talking, more demonstrating. So that was, Geshe talked about that in the preliminaries. We did the 4 immeasurables. Geshe talked about how Kalima wanted to destroy samsara and couldn't. And Drukpa Kunli, the master, he said that the emptiness view is what destroys samsara. So that was an important teaching from Shakyamuni Buddha. Geshe is teaching again from the 9th chapter of the Guide to the Bodhisattva's Way of Life. Geshe emphasized that the different traditions of Tibetan Buddhism, whether they be Nyingma or Kagyu or Gelug, to him they don't matter. That doesn't matter as much as extracting the best parts out of the different teachings and the different commentaries. But that no matter these teachings and which master we're talking about on this topic, they all use time in the teachings, like splitting up time and seeing that the past doesn't exist and the future doesn't exist, but then the present moment is also very difficult to find, and it also disappears. And so reality disappears. And also Geshe related that to quantum physics and science, and that in some way everything is not true, and that's like the Heart Sutra. But then that begs the question, Geshe said, why do we still see and have different reactions to phenomena around us? Tsongkhapa again says 100% and nothing is there from its own side. So that's another way of saying we 100% merely nominally impute things on reality, or just put a label on it, just a name. Geshe talked about Samtong Rinpoche, and then talked about science and how, as individuals, my understanding was that as individuals, we have very much faith in science. We don't check. Somebody says something 200 years ago that has a beard, we read it, and then we believe that, and that's a form of faith. And so the Samtong Rinpoche is encouraging us to check for ourselves what is lying and what is reality for ourselves. So the topic today is the root of samsara in relation to wisdom. How do our delusions arise? How do we recognize these delusions? The Prasangika Madhyamika has a specific explanation about how our delusions arise that are different than the other schools. Geshe talked about that as the object of renunciation, or we talked about the object to be refuted, identifying that object, what is to be abandoned. but then that's even tricky. There's so many different teachings of the Buddha, like in the Hindu tradition with Shiva, and then teachings of the Tantra in Buddhism, Chakrasamvara, they use things like sex or things that other parts of the teachings would talk about as delusion or attachment. So we have to figure out what is it that we need to abandon? What do we think exists that doesn't actually exist? Where does that come up? It's one thing to say the self doesn't exist, but do we really believe that? Where does that come up? So Geshe said that gets to thinking about our root delusions. And then in Buddhism, he said there's different classifications of the root delusions, 6 root delusions. Also said there's 2 classifications of root delusions, view and non-view. But then we have to, some traditions or some maybe non-Buddhists say delusions are unbeatable. So we have to figure out for ourselves, are our delusions beatable? Is that something that we can do? And then Geshe said, we can never say I realized emptiness, because there's an I in there. So it's like you can't go to your own funeral, you know. So you can't say that you realized emptiness. And he talked about Trijang Rinpoche. Rinpoche taught that there's many eyes and then there's that many problems. So then again, Tsongkhapa says I is existing, but merely nominally existing. Buddhists, Geshe said that the root of samsara is this clinging to ego, or the clinging to I, this ignorance of I and my, which actually only exists merely nominally imputed by thought. So we have to check this and identify the root of samsara. And that doing this when we practice on the cushion is like analytical meditation. It's not concentration meditation. It's something that we think about versus just concentration meditation. If you start thinking, then you're kind of out of it. You got to come back. But this is different. It's analytical meditation. So Tsongkhapa again says self, I, and my are imputedly existing, but 100% empty, existing merely nominally by thought. Other schools like the Svatangika Madhyamika say that it's 50-50. And then Geshe talked about there's important distinctions here of how this school versus the Prasangika Madhyamika see the 5 senses as well as how things exist. What I understood is, what I heard, I think, is the Svatangika Madhyamika says that our 5 senses can't see true existence, but our I is no delusion. This is what I heard. Prasangika Madhyamika says that senses see things as truly existing, but Svatangika Madhyamika says that what we see is inherently existing, but not truly existing. Whereas Prasangika Madhyamika says it's truly, we see truly existence and inherent existence, and they're the same thing and they don't exist. Those are the same thing and they don't exist. But again, he said we have to check for ourselves and not just believe one school over the other, but we have to figure out what we think for ourselves. It's a personal teaching, or it's a personal discovery. So how are we deluded? And then Geshe got into this chapter 15 of Buddha, Palita, and Chandrakirti, the Arya Deva 400 verse commentary. And it talked about what is this object to be refuted? What do we think exists that actually doesn't exist?
Oh, yes.
Is that all? You want to turn
I
around?
can turn it on. Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, now I found something terminology because my English makes problem. Okay.
Me too.
You know
When I was
that
saying
Chandrakirti said no existing self. Which one? No existing self. Which self? That is like English terminology, like not conditioned by anyone else, not dependent by anyone else.
Not conditioned, not dependent by anyone else.
Yeah, self is no existing means self is independent. What's that? Dependent.
Dependent.
Self is dependent
Right.
or independent. Self is
Dependent.
independent self, no existing.
Right.
Not dependent by anyone else. That's chapter 13.
Chapter 30.
Yeah, that is big meaning. You need analyze this sentence.
Need to understand.
Huh?
Yeah, we're still trying to understand.
Understand.
We're still trying to understand what you're
But
saying.
we have self, but we clinging or grasping, we thinking I means independent I.
Mhm.
You know, independent I, no existing. You understanding now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Independent I, no existing. Yeah, that language better. But
Independent.
this also I looking dictionary, but non-Buddhists say independent I existing or say permanent,
Yeah.
partless,
Yeah.
lonely or only.
Yeah.
Yeah, that no existing have connection. Also, you know, truly existing, inherently exist, inherently self no exist, truly self no existing, and externally self no existing. What's say? Substantially
Substantially existing.
existing self
Substantially.
no existing, and permanent self no existing, and self is impermanent or permanent. Buddhists, I think, impermanent, but non-Buddhists say permanent self. Must reject self is permanent, impermanent. That is talking. If self is impermanent, then you know, today we don't make tomorrow preparation because tomorrow no me, impermanent. Today me and 10 years old me now different because past life I'm donkey maybe, past life I'm something woman maybe. She is no me. I became in Buddha. This Buddha is no me. Next life, I became America president. Maybe that is
Maybe.
no me. He is no me.
He's
He is maybe white man or black man, something
Black
became
woman.
president.
Yeah.
No me.
Yeah.
Then don't need next life preparation.
Right.
Yeah, self-check, self-existing, no existing. Buddhists, how to check? Buddhists say impermanent.
Mhm.
Non-Buddhists say permanent self is. Also, main topic, self-existing or no existing. That then they say independent self no existing. The Chandrakirti say. Chandrakirti, now I mentioned that
Mhm.
word said not conditioned by
Dependent.
anyone else.
Mhm.
Self, that is no exist. What say? Yeah, that self is dependent.
Mhm.
Self is dependent.
Mhm.
Also recognize root of samsara. What's say? Grasping ego, clinging ego. Which ego? Ego and self, same, isn't it? Ego exists. Ego subject and self is
Object.
object. Look like
Mhm.
ego is grasping, or ego is you ego, or you are grasping ego.
Yourself.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a paradox.
I don't understand the English language.
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
become ego, or you are grasping ego.
Yeah.
Oh, which one?
Maybe.
Ego is, I think, mind, something.
Yeah, ego.
Mind. Ego is mind. And ego object is like self.
So the ego is.
And then,
These yellow jackets
Ah.
are kind of-
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
are they so
no problem,
attractive?
no problem.
Hmm?
No problem. They wanted to water.
Yeah, they want the water. They know you.
They drink water.
Yeah, they're just buzzing.
Yeah. My, I, my, mine, my, I, mine,
Mine.
that-
Mine.
that is also root of samsara.
Mhm.
That Chandrakirti say, I already one day mentioned.
Mhm.
What say his first respect, that compassion. Umala Jupa, Madhamika Avatara. What say? Oh, language make problem. Oh, yeah. That he respect emptiness having the nature of compassion. Emptiness having the nature of compassion. He respect. That meaning, all living being don't recognize ego. They believe truly self-existent. That makes them trouble. Then they are never finish samsara. They are ignorant. I compassion them. That compassion is like emptiness having the nature of compassion. This name like call that. Tibetan language. Tongni Nyingji Nyingbochen. Tongni means emptiness and compassion and essence or something say. That translate, because realize it emptiness, reality situation, then them how deal with it, how extreme, our root of samsara, they don't recognize, they don't know, then they thinking I, my, then never finish samsara, trouble. I look them very poor, silly. I wanted them helping. I compassion them.
Mhm.
That is, this compassion is not giving food, not giving food, not just medicine, just very, what's a basic problems, basic problems recognize, and how to this tell selflessness, self no existing. I, my, then travel never finish. I, my, no existing. You are thinking I is independent I. Mine is independent my watch, my, but reality all borrow my, borrow,
Borrow.
Borrow.
borrow, I have one terminology. Where I put, I don't know. Losing. Oh. Not preparation much because the doing job, but this English and Tibetan together a little bit prepared better.
Yes.
But more need English. Tibetan not so typical for me. Yeah, it's okay
It is.
to learn.
Yeah.
You know, everything not mine. Independent, not independent my money, independent, but everything looks like borrow. Borrow,
Borrow.
borrow means some days, then I give back.
Right. Like when we die, we give back.
Yeah, borrow big meaning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Borrow, everything not you are, but
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
who belong, Yama belong. You just borrow. Look like that.
Mhm.
Yama also he don't belong. Anyway, borrow, borrow, borrow. But we thinking mine, 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 and problem. I, mine, and then which one I? If no I, don't need karma, don't need preparation, don't need practice compassion. Yeah, this topic we need discussion. Not easy, but my mind, my body, my kidney, my liver, my nose, my tongue. You and your tongue, what's a common locus?
Common
No,
locus.
what's it? You understanding locus?
Common locus.
Common focus.
Focus,
Focus.
Oh,
focus.
Common
Focus.
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 You and your nose, common focus, no. Existing, no. Because you are horse and you different or one.
Different.
Different.
My horse,
Yeah.
my chicken,
Right.
know me.
Correct.
I is know my chicken,
Correct.
you know.
Yes.
Then check, my mind is know me.
Right.
Yes.
Me is know my mind.
Yes.
My body is know me. My body, they say my.
Right. Right.
My body is know me. Me is know my body.
Right.
Me, I is
Who am I?
like also grammar understanding,
Yes,
but
yes.
that sound if have something reason. what say? I is no physical,
Mhm.
no mind. I neither
Neither.
Right.
no physical,
No mental.
no mental. Yeah, no mind, no physical.
Mhm.
Also, impermanent is no physical, no mental. Impermanent. Where is impermanent? Impermanent and east, north, south direction.
Mhm.
That is also, yeah. Self is one. One is no self because one is number. 10 is number, but 10 is no pillar. 10 pillar is no pillar. One bus is no bus. One bus is number,
Mhm.
calculator.
Right.
Bus is bus, but one bus is no,
Yes.
but this is a number.
Yeah.
Mhm.
1, 2, number.
Tall man is no man because tall is size.
Mhm.
That is a grammar or logics,
Mhm.
but this
It's a description.
make help or not help.
It helps.
Something different language, but you know, short is also size.
Right.
Tall is also size.
Yeah.
And
Tall man is no man.
right.
White horse is color,
Mhm.
Right.
but no horse.
Correct. Correct.
White horse is horse or color.
White is color.
Color, yeah.
The horse is-
Color
Horse
in
is horse.
horse together not coming. Color is no horse. Horse is no color.
Mhm.
Debate too much.
Mhm.
Monks doing,
Could be.
you know. Yeah. Color and horse together impossible. What's a common
Dependent.
locus?
Oh, common.
Common
Folk.
locus.
Common locus, nothing.
He keeps saying elbow.
Or anyway, that is
Common
it.
locus
Can I
is a-
see
is a
common-
term
common
used in,
locus?
debate.
Common locus. Oh, well. Okay.
Locus.
He's got two. He's got two. He's got common locus and then common focus.
Oh, he's got both.
He's got both. So they're,
Okay.
we're both right. We're
Because
both
the
wrong.
mind. So therefore, where is I? Your
Yeah.
mind is know you. You is know your mind. Your
Correct.
body is mine, but know you.
Where am I?
I is what say? I
I is I.
in impossible.
Right.
You are. You are.
Nope.
You are. You know. Where is you?
Mhm.
You are no existing. Your horse know you. Your body know you. Your
Right.
blood know you.
So where am I?
Yes, that debate.
Yes, that is the question.
And then Baba Shika say, I is no, five aggregate
Mhm.
and I different definition. Then without five aggregate and I, where is I?
Mhm.
That is, Jewel Garland, Nagarjuna text. They say also this I impermanent, permanent, and cut. Where is last one?
Mhm.
Also time cutting.
Yeah.
They
look.
yeah,
look,
reality checking.
Mhm.
I disappear.
Mm.
I disappear. But now today we understanding what say I is dependent, not independent. I is impermanent, no permanent. Non-Buddhist say permanent. Non-Buddhist say independent.
Correct.
You know, yeah. That Buddhists say impermanent, dependent. You know, also I mentioned last time. Yeah. Oh yes. You know, a borrowed object. Yeah,
Alone.
here, I became pound.
Yes,
A borrowed,
right. A
Object.
loan.
a borrowed
Loan.
object.
Mhm.
No mine. Mine,
No,
uh,
no existence.
independent, mine nothing.
Mhm.
You know, everything look like,
A loan.
yeah,
A borrow.
a borrow.
Yeah.
That
not a
is
burrow.
Chandrakiti.
Yeah, borrow. Yeah.
Chandrakiti, Buddha Palita say, big meaning that. Everything like a borrow.
Mhm.
Maybe
A loan.
airplane, maybe borrow.
Borrow an airplane, that'd be-
And yeah, what's that? Primordial nature. Primordial,
Primordial.
yeah, primordial nature.
Primordial nature.
Primordial nature look like creator God.
Mm.
You must meditate and you become concentration mind, and third eye or like concentration eye look primordial nature, and primordial nature not cheating you,
Primordial nature.
and you
Right.
become lonely. You are what's that? But otherwise, if you don't recognize primordial nature and whatever you wanted primordial
Nature.
emanate, what's that, making
Uh-huh.
magic, and then you like poem and primordial make poem. You like sound, primordial make sound, and then you don't know who making.
Yeah.
Then you become samsara. That non-Buddhists say. If if you recognize primordial nature, then primordial nature primordial nature is no person. Then they shy, they make emanation stopped. Then you become lonely. No form, no five sense, five object, nothing. Only you, and very peace and lonely. That is liberation. They say Sankhya philosophy. But we also say, if you don't recognize ultimate truth, conventional truth, ultimate truth, directly don't know, then form, sound, all cheating you. You know sound, you know form, it's conventional truth, it's ultimate truth, emptiness, see empty or something, then you know deluded. Then you become liberation,
Mhm.
have concentration and slowly, level. But non-Buddhists say you look primordial nature, and primordial nature don't make form, and then quite similar, interesting.
Yeah.
That is look like Tanta or primordial nature means primordial pure mind, similar.
Mind.
You know, primordial pure mind not recognize, then ignorant, samsara.
Mhm.
You know, primordially pure mind realize it, recognize, then what's that? No deluded or something. Then, yeah, like that. Non-Buddhist not easy.
No.
Non-Buddhist also Berochana say not allowed to criticize. Yeah, if Samaya working, what's
Yeah,
say?
Samaya breaking.
Berochana Samaya.
Yeah, you break your vows.
Buddha
Oh, yeah.
Berochana Samaya.
Mhm.
Each Buddha have 19 Samaya.
Mhm.
You know, 19 Samaya. And Berochana have one Samaya not allowed to criticize
Right.
other
Non-Buddhist,
philosophy.
Yeah, other philosophies, right.
Yeah, that side,
That's
that
right, that's
philosophy.
breaking
Anyway, that you know how to going. My talking all straight out. You know,
It's
I
everywhere.
can't catch my point. But point is root of samsara. I, mine.
Mhm.
Where is I? Where is mine? Mine is all borrow, they say. How do we verify borrow?
Mhm.
We need logically. That is borrow. If logically, everything borrow.
Mhm.
If
Mhm.
check.
Mhm.
And I, mine, which one? I already mentioned to you, know, mine, I different. And I, where is I know existing. I know existing. My mind know I. My body know I. If some say, you know, continuum is I. You know,
Continue.
non-Buddhists say, continuum is I.
Mhm.
You know, like riba similar.
Mhm.
Riba is analyzed impermanent, momentary, but riba caring, because similar I, if analyze nothing, momentary,
Mhm.
but continuum, then karma existing. That's also Buddhist answer. You know, karma system existing because continuum.
Mhm.
My continuum, you know, 10 years until now, till going, and next life, Rapen, karma, big debate. Next life, no me that.
Mhm.
Next life, my reincarnation, if existing my reincarnation, he and me different.
Mhm. Right.
But I don't know. This my previous life,
Mhm.
no me, but need big debate.
But your subtle consciousness,
Consciousness, yeah.
subtle consciousness,
Chakra,
Subtle.
subtle,
Subtle.
Yeah.
Subtle consciousness.
your subtle consciousness always,
yeah. That
Exists.
Tanta say, Mamunda say, always remain.
yes. So
No
that
beginning,
is-
no end.
Is your subtle consciousness
Yeah,
I?
that is no I.
That is no I.
No, that is your subtle consciousness. That is no you, that is you are.
Your subtle consciousness. My subtle consciousness. Yeah.
Yeah. That is, yeah. I also that thinking long ago.
Uh-huh.
The holiness explanation, then that is also no, no I. Because I disappear.
It's like yes and no.
But
Would you analyze it, just I
100%
disappear?
labeling,
Yeah.
Gelugpa say, 100% labeling, or come about that they say no existing, but deluded mind object. You know, deluded opinion object, but reality ballet mind object, no. You understanding a little bit. Deluded, everything how existing, deluded mind can see, then we say, we believe deluded mind. Deluded mind say everything truly existing, then no checking, just recite it. But really check, reality no existing, then why we have hard, cold, all feeling that deluded mind object? That is like Kamapa. You know, Tsongkhapa Tija is also feel also good. Yeah, very deep, but till Chandakiti and then a little bit telling, but it's okay. Deep meaning. Also Shantung. Oh yeah, yes, Rabbit. Thank you. Huh? I've never finished. That is neat. Look like
Get it mic better if it turns around.
that looks like monastery teaching.
Geshe again teaching from Chandrakirti, asking the question, which self is it that isn't existing? And then said the self doesn't exist that isn't conditioned by anything else or isn't dependent on anything else. In other words, an independent self doesn't exist. And this has a big meaning and you should think about that. We think I independently exist, but the independent I does not exist. Non-Buddhists also think an independent I is an impermanent I, a partless I, is substantially existing. But Buddhists say I is not truly existing, not inherently existing, and that the root of samsara is grasping at ego or grasping itself. Geshe talked about ego as part of the like mind and self as a object, subject object, self as a target, ego grasping itself. But I and mine is the root of samsara. And then Geshe talked about, in Chandrakirti says that emptiness having the nature of compassion is a really high view. And that people really, or beings all over, every being, most every being all over, believes in a truly existing self. And to try to have compassion for those beings that don't hear the teachings or don't understand. They don't know the root of samsara. So this isn't the kind of compassion that's like go buy a hungry person food or something. Not that gross kind of action, but more of like the existential problem of beings not understanding this and having compassion for them that they have this belief. But in reality, it looks like we're borrowing everything in this life. Nothing is really ours, it's temporary. But then Geshe says, well, if we go down this road, we also have to debate and consider, why do we practice compassion? Why do we worry about karma? That came up again later. But in terms of my, I, and mine, we think, we have to look, is my horse me, is my nose me, is my ear me, is my mind me, is my body me? If we look deeply, the answer to all of this is no. My body, for example, is not me, and I am not my body. In fact, the I is not found on the 5 aggregates or the mind-body complex at all, but it's merely imputed. It's like completely dependent, and Geshe gave the example of the directions, east, north, and south, and how all of them only have meaning in relation to the others. So existing completely dependently. Geshe also gave made the point that adjectives don't make things exist more strongly. Like saying a horse is white or there is one me. That doesn't make it exist more. It's just describing it. And there's some debate on this, he said, yeah. But talked about the different schools again, but I'll kind of skip that. But again, cutting our body up and slicing it up, and is my nose me, is my arm me? If we slice it up, is there an inflection point where I can finally say, oh, I've cut enough of myself to say this is me and the other part's not me? If we look that doesn't really exist, that inflection point, and the I disappears. Same with time, same with cutting our thoughts into pieces. We find that the I disappears. So then there's other schools or non-Buddhist schools like the Sankhya philosophy that says that if we look at our primordial nature, that's like a creator God, and that the world is created from that. And that if we achieve realization in that philosophy, you're just left with you alone, this primordial nature. Geshe said the Vairocana teaching in Tantra, the vow says, don't criticize these kinds of schools. They're actually very high philosophies. But according to Buddhism, form, sound, everything that we experience are all cheating us. And when we realize this, that we're not deluded. But then there's even other questions. Is our mental continuum I then? Geshe said no, but again, that's up for debate, that a river carrying something isn't the something, right? So the mental continuum carrying that subtle nature or whatever around is not the same as an I. Same with subtle consciousness. That question came up. That also is not I.
Yes,
Thank you.
That's wonderful.
Our-
Thank you, Robert. Great teaching, really. Here we go.
yeah, our body is really borrow because mother's father's sperm that become big. Then we keep that. You keep this, but completely mother's substance and father's substance. This slowly became big. Then they say, I'm. But no, that is you belong father's mothers. But borrow, borrow or land?
That's a good term, yeah. We basically use things.
It's check.
Yeah, we have to check.
And but I telling spirit. My point is because the language make me problem. I can't. But really, ourselves need science. Some don't say that ourselves. Other science say that Chandrakiti say that Nagarjuna say. Then you are believer. But you are Jack. Is problem come from 100% I, my. This we are understanding. If I have my, then I'm become angry, I'm become attached, I'm become ego or everything coming. There's holy teachers say, Shakyamuni, he is lying or I don't know, he says self no existing. That have deep meaning. Check.
Yep.
That you need science. And sometimes, pretend meditation. Self no existing. Don't worry, dying. Self no existing.
Right.
Sometimes very helpful. Yeah, reality is self no existing, but if dying, boy, no problem. But this pretend meditation.
Yeah.
But really, I don't know. We not if realize it emptiness, then you understanding Pasandika Madhamika self. Pasandika Madhamika, point of Pasandika Madhamika, I don't realize it, my. me.
Mhm.
I not realize it's me. I just believe I mine. But that is not Pasantika I. That is, you check.
Yep.
Pasantika, Madam Mika point of view, we don't recognize me and you. You is me or me is you. Reality, we don't know.
Right.
We just believe you is different, I'm different. But I am more important, you then less. Something say, but reality check, you not recognize yourself. That is Pasantika.
Right.
Meditate and analyze. Sometimes I don't existing. Thank you.
Right.
Oh,
Wish I had
now
two
prayer.
dedication prayers. Yeah. And I have them here. May the supreme jewel bodhicitta that has not arisen arise and grow. And may that which has arisen not diminish, but increase more and more. Due to all these merits, may all father and mother sentient beings have all the happiness, and may all the lower realms be empty forever. Wherever there are bodhisattvas, may their prayers be accomplished immediately. Long life, prayer for His Holiness the Dalai Lama. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good, all powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso. Please remain until samsara ends. Long life, prayer for Lama Zopa Rinpoche. You who uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjunath's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplish magnificent prayers honoring the three jewels, savior of myself and others, your disciples, please, please live long. For as long as space remains, and as long as sentient beings remain, until then, may holy beings too remain to dispel the suffering of all beings.
Yeah, that's better sentence.
Thank you, Geshe.
Thank you.
Thank you, Geshe. Thank you.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias. Emaho, emaho, emaho.
Merci beaucoup.
I'm a home. Merci beaucoup.
Wonderful.
So Geshe, we will pick you up next
Thank you.
Saturday.
Next.
At Roberts, yeah.
14.
14th, on the
Roberts.
14th at Robert's house.
Okay.
You coming afternoon?
We come around
Yeah.
noon.
Around noon.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
And
Thank
so
you
I
very
will
much.
take today your painting and things like that to the house. You know, the painting, the
Ah,
box.
you bring box.
Yeah, to
That's
my
good,
house, our
good.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
it'll be there when you get there.
Yeah.
Then you can do work.
I
Can
also
play with it.
something packing put there.
Okay.
Some like things.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
That containers.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Like
Boxes and
dishes or
things.
something.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
Oh, your daughter.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Oh, Elizabeth.
Hey.
We're just finishing up.
Where was Elizabeth?
Oh,
She
okay.
just came.
Oh.
She's gonna help us do some staining.
How are you?
Mom tried this place for a long time.
Welcome. You are coming? Okay, over there.